Okay, well, let's take a look here real quick at adding a material, and I'm going to actually what we're going to call a plane image plane, and we can go up here, choose plane out of your primitives, throw it here. Let's go ahead and scale it. Let's make it 0.3 millimeters long, and let's go 1.2 wide. All right. Now we can center that by clicking your move tool here and just making sure that we can center that on our plane so that we know where we're working. And that should be dead center. Now, if we hit the M key or go to our materials button, which is up here, material editor, that's it right there. It will open up this screen, and when you do, you can. A lot of what we'll be doing are two different forms of materials. We're going to either do standard material, which gives you this. You can type it in there, or you can hunt and search for it and drag it into your area here. Then when you double click on it, it gives you the properties over here. And generally speaking, you will add your color from this diffuse. So if we choose red, for instance, we can choose it from there, and let's see, it turns it red. Now you can use some of these to make it look shinier, or not so shiny, more like plastic, glossy, which is just an overall glossiness. Or soften it up, in which case if we send this up, make it all that, we can maybe want to soften it. Well, that shows you how you can actually create some of your own materials and add some of your own things to it to make it look either shiny or not so shiny. There's another one that doesn't require quite as much adjusting, and you could sort of pull from their given templates, and that one's called architectural. So if we start typing architectural, we can see it comes up here, and we can double click that, and it adds it here. Double click on that, and it gives you all the properties over here. Now you can double click on this ball to enlarge that, and once you see that, then we can go over here to user defined, which enables you to pretty much do what you were doing under the standard, which just go ahead and add color to it here and affect it in these different ways. If you choose from one of their given templates, it gets you closer. You're already on metal, and for instance, we can turn that to what about a blue metal. And that would be more like a blue metal, and we can go ahead and maybe throw something out here to sort of show you. Well, we've got the plane, so we can apply it to. Make sure when you've got that selected, you've also got show shaded material and viewpoint selected, and then you can go ahead and add it, assign material to the selection. And there we have it. And if you come over here and you change, say, oh well, I'd rather it be red metal, or orange or whatever. it should update in your view. And that's how you can create more from these standard materials that they give you, and of course name it so that you can, it'll end up putting it over here, the material, as you name it, it'll end up putting it in here when you assign it to something. The only way you're going to lose that is if you delete the item, the object that has that material applied to it, and then that will go away here. If it doesn't go away, you can always refer back to this and add that same material to multiple objects if you want, if you decide to keep it. So just to look and recap, look, you've got all these different materials, stone, and glass, clear, translucent, clear, translucent. Anyway, have fun with this and look through, see what you've got. Wood unfinished. And this is really the easier way to start creating your own materials.